Hello everyone, this is Mark 3 and welcome to an episode of What You Doing? I got popped a question at random, as tends to happen, and this time around I was on From the Depths. I was just playing around with the latest update and such, considering I just found out it's had new refineries, new engines, a whole bunch of new stuff gone into it. So I started a new campaign with the new resource system and all that lovely stuff. But if you can see these red boxes in the background here, I am actually about to be attacked because I play with all settings cranked to max except for the damage modifier, which I've left at normal. So that's the state of this campaign. And this is actually an attack quite early on. I don't have a ship out yet. All I've got is the starting fortress I've been building down here, which hopefully I'll be able to show you a bit better without it getting torn to pieces, but that's neither here nor there. Yep, here we go. Punisher Fleet. And it's a strength 42, and this is very early on. This is a side effect of the resource system, but that's a resource deposit left by another fleet that attacked. So I'm going to need to grab that when I get a ship, but I've currently got this fleet coming in. Sinner's Look. Okay, I've never seen that one before. I've got an Atlas, a couple of Vanguards, and a Casket Bolt. Okay, it looks like the big things are the Atlas and the Sinner's Look, which I do not know what it does. So yeah, it's going to be my fortress versus all of that. And my fortress isn't really built for a fight, not yet. Ooh, what have we got? Just over 10,000 blocks in total, and I am severely outmatched. Okay, this should be interesting. See how my new turret design works, if nothing else. Yeah, ooh, something just got torn out of the air. But yeah, I've got a heavy missile system, and I've got this turret, which is... Ouch. What was that? That was a Casket Bolt, and it just got completely torn out of the air. I don't know why the gun's going for that Atlas. It should be going by distance. Or unless it's altitude, because it does go by that as well. And I never set a range on the missiles. That's silly of me. That's wasting ammo. Anyway, yeah, this is my fortress. Welcome. It is basically a big shopping basket at the moment, with a big gun on the front of it. If anyone's read my ammo guides, then they know my suggested shell size for a .55 shell, or a 5.5 centimeter shell, which does a bit of explosive, decent range, decent accuracy. What I've done here for an experiment is I built a 12-barreled gun which fires those shells, and that's what it's doing right now. So yeah, it could probably... it needs some tuning, but it's doing its best to load as fast as it can. But it looks like I'm limited by ammo regeneration, so... a few hits getting through here and there. What I need right now is better ammo supply. That should do okay. Oh, that Atlas is... okay, the Atlas has wandered into range, and it's absolutely getting shredded. What the hell? Right, the thing about this gun, the individual shells are actually quite weak, but look how many are coming out. It's just firing so many of them now. This atlas has been gutted. Hang on, let me check the fortress's AI. Yeah, the gun is attacking salvage. I'll tell it to ignore. That should focus on something else. Okay, I think this fortress has got some adequate defences on it now. The missile launcher is short range, but it packs some close-in punch. But that turret is actually doing a lot of damage. Oh hey, it's that Vanguard. Yep. Oh dear. Volley of shells just striking it right inside, tearing right through its hull. And there it goes. Boom. Okay, I think I've survived this quite nicely. Yep, I've survived. Battle finished. I lived. Tons of resources lying up. Oh wow. 71,000 metal lying there. That thing has some huge stockpiles on it. I need to get a salvage ship to go out and get that. Because, yeah, I need the resources. Anyway, welcome to my starting fortress. I scrapped the original one, and I've replaced it with this thing. It's got a high radar, which gives me some decent map size, just surrounding area, so I can tell just before something hits me. It hovers on its engines there. It's got a lot of resource gatherers and a bunch of oil drills at the back, so it can generate a lot of resources. Well, enough for the time being. But the main feature is definitely this curved wall which I've got around the outside of it. And that's why I called it the shopping basket earlier, because it really does look like one. It's just a basket shape, really. What else have we got? We've got the odd little radar tower, as I mentioned, which is a slender design I've started using. Sometimes I put it rotating on top, but this time I haven't, it's just static. But the main thing I've been experimenting around with here is not the ammo storage, really. Or the missile rack, that's completely standard. It's just got a lot of missiles in one go. But I've been using this fortress to kind of experiment a bit with the engines, and particularly the refinery. Because I've got a monstrously efficient refinery here, which is why there's so much fire coming out of it. It's generating... it cycles every 22 seconds and generates over 500 fuel. So yeah, it's very efficient. And it does that from just 6 oil as well, so that's pretty nice. Mind you, this thing exploded a couple of times while I was putting it together, figuring out dangerous gas levels and things like that. So that's why it's got so much flame on it. That's keeping it from blowing up completely. Next up is the engine, which is nothing to look at, I know, but again, it's an experiment. I'm still very much getting to a grip on the new engine layouts and things like that. Like, these... Wait a second, not connected to a carburetor? Connect the white top half into it. Oh, those are on backwards. Okay. Right. Whoops. But yeah, things like these. These are inline chargers. Is that working properly now? Okay, that's connected, right. These help cool the engine down, which I've had to build a massive bank of radiators to do. But this thing increases fuel efficiency. Engines' fuel efficiency depends on how hot it is. And these are running at pretty high temperature for the most part, 40 to 57%. Yeah, that's another thing. Engines, if they get too hot, actually shut down, so you can't have massively hot engines like you did before. Which is a shame, but there you go. I've got a lot more tweaking to do with that. But yeah, the only other noteworthy thing at all about this fortress, or the shopping basket, which I really will name it as now that I've said that, is this attempt at a turret, which actually worked quite well. Though because of getting the extra bits into it, like all these extra loaders, it's actually got 6... Yeah, it's got 6 loaders per gun, each one sporting 2 1-meter racks, And then on top of that, it's also got a pair of belt feds as well, one to each gun, to just provide a bit of extra ammunition, which I think is why it had that faster burst of firing to start out with, and then it's just ran on the regular shells. So that's something else I've tried that's new for this gun. And yeah, I like it a lot. It worked very well against a poorly armoured ship, because it's firing just a basic shell. Composite head, double explosive, single propellant. And yeah, it does the job against Deepwater Guard. Against stronger opponents it's probably going to be really bad, but you know, that can't be helped really. Ooh, let's go ahead and give this thing a shot. Yeah, as you can see, it's flying faster at first, but that's because it's got the belt feds actually giving it some ammo. That's why the rate of fire does taper off once the belt fed magazines have been lost, though 6 guns seems to be too many, at least for this particular level of ammo supply. It's a shame really. Either I'm going to have to reduce the number of barrels, or I'm going to have to increase the amount of ammo. Fun times ahead. Either way. But yeah, that's all I've been up to as far as this episode of What You're Doing is concerned. So hopefully it's been at least some interest. You've seen my version of a shopping basket, for better or for worse, and it's on fire. Even better. But yeah, that's it. Doin Mark III. I hope you found it interesting, and thanks for watching. I'll catch you some other time.